situations in Afghanistan. So that's a little bit about me. And so I kind of drew up some kind of notes on a note card, and I'm pretty fancy that way. But from an organizational standpoint, I would say that while I wear the uniform and we do a very unique job, the number one thing that the Army focuses on is, first of all, the Army is a huge just leadership, test every day. You got about 490,000 troops across the Army deployed all over, limited assets, but we're not as different as you may think. We have different jobs. Y'all sell homes and mortgages, and we deploy and fight our nation's enemies as called upon. Those are two uniquely different things. However, I just want to kind of, the Army organization down to small groups it's a social organization. It's got people, it's got leaders, it's got followers, it's got relationships intermingled between different sections. And I'm not real familiar with y'all's business or organization, but the reason why I bring that up is, from private to colonel and general, people have self-motivations. They have goals, they have expectations in life to proceed, and so a lot of that stems from just an intrinsic need to succeed. Most of us have it, but sometimes I would say sometimes that's not enough, the intrinsic need, and you get lost. And I didn't really get lost as a company commander when I was that first tour, because that was where it was pretty fun and it was pretty exciting, the adrenaline was rushing. But my follow-on jobs, the reason I bring that up, have been staff officer. And for those of you, if you're not in command as an officer in the United States Army, you're a staff officer. And so what that means is a lot of PowerPoint, it means a lot of papers, it means a lot of reading, a lot of briefings, and it's hard to see the significance of your work. However, it's up to the leaders. So when you have positions like that, it's kind of I've always called it the offensive lineman of the United States Army staff officers. They don't get any credit, and they get blamed for everything when the quarterback gets sacked. And so it's over time in an organization, as those workers that are integral to the success of the company become inundated with the day-to-day routines of their job, it's nice, we all would say, it's nice to get a pat on the back every now and then, to have somebody senior to you kind of recognize your efforts and recognize the benefit of you to the organization. And so I don't know if you can see, I actually have to take, that's my blues uniform. I didn't hang it there for demonstration. I hung it there because I have to actually go take a what we call a DA photo for a board that's coming up. But the reason why I bring that up is historically, so there's a quote, Napoleon Bonaparte from the French Revolution, and he said, "I've made a wonderful discovery. Men will risk their lives, even die for ribbons." And so what he was referring to was just the significance of recognition of a soldier's work and a soldier's efforts and just sacrifice, so on and so forth, for a medal. Say, recognize you for that Bronze Star, recognize you for that Army Commendation for Valor, to say, you know what, you did something extraordinary, and we're going to recognize you yet. Now, I think medals are great and they're fun, but I've got kind of sitting in front of me, I dumped out this bag of coins, and the military tradition of coins takes, see, the problem with